What's poppin', peoples? What's poppin' with the population? It's your man's Mr. Say It Three Times, RJ the Poet. You already know it. And I hope y'all feeling good. Blessed, grateful, and thankful to see this new day, making it your bitch. Beautifully insightful, then changing history during this Black History Month. And so here we are again, back at it again with another episode of embarking on this journey of self-help, self-development, and through a method that I've learned and I've been in the process of doing called mirror work. And so if you're chiming in right now, great, you feel me? I'm gonna share with you the method of what mirror work is, the principles of that, 5 steps in how you can do it, and the 5 affirmations for today. So if you missed yesterday's episode, it's perfectly fine. I shared 5 affirmations yesterday, and I explained the same process about what mirror work is, and I feel like I'm gonna do it for every episode just in case people do miss certain episodes or whatever the case is, which is perfectly fine. But in each episode, I will also be sharing 5 new affirmations that resonated with me as I wrote them this morning or yesterday or whenever I decided to write them, and I'm gonna share them with y'all. And so let's dive right into it. So again, mirror work is a method originally developed by an inspirational teacher by the name of Louise Hay, a woman who passed, I believe, in 2017 at the age of 90. But mirror work is a way of getting in touch with the inner self. The primary purpose of mirror work is to develop self-care, self-love, and a more meaningful relationship with yourself and others. Now, the principles of mirror work, is to use affirmations that feel authentic to you. You want to use affirmations and phrase them in a positive way. All affirmations must be phrased in a positive way. You don't want to say anything that is, I am not worthy, I am worthy. You know, you want to say things that are, again, like I said, in a positive, or phrased in a positive way. And then that they're authentic to you, because that's the only way you're going to truly feel sincere and confident about what you're saying to yourself. And so that's one of the principles for the use of this mirror work method. Another principle, is to dedicate at least 5 minutes every day. Dedicate 5 minutes. So before I got up this morning, before I went to work, I sat in the mirror and I made eye contact with myself, and I shared 5 affirmations with myself. And then I just said it to myself about 10 times, each of them 10 times to myself, looking myself eye to eye, and just allowing myself to feel however it is that I want to feel at that time. And for this particular morning, when I shared it before going into work, I was revved up, because yesterday, I'm not gonna front, I've been nervous about sharing this, and I didn't know how I was gonna go about doing it. But in me sharing this, I've gained more confidence in doing so. And it kind of hyped me up to see people interacting and engaging with me yesterday, and then sending me DMs and talking about how this is something that's powerful and how this could be very helpful and beneficial to them. So as I shared my affirmations with myself this morning, I felt very good. You know, I felt very hype and confident about what I'm going to share today. And so what's poppin', peoples? What's poppin' with the population? And so that's the second principle, is to dedicate at least 5 minutes every day to mirror work. The third principle is to do mirror work in private so that you aren't disturbed or feel the need to keep your guard up. Again, like I shared yesterday, you just want to make sure that you are in a comfortable space by yourself to be able to just be you. Be your authentic self. Be you. If you can't be yourself by yourself, how do you expect to be yourself around anybody else? A lot of us tend to put on masks around different groups of people, and we don't know, you kind of get lost in the sauce. You kind of lose yourself because you don't even know how to identify who you truly are. But I feel like with this method of mirror work, you're going to be able to know exactly who you are when you spend more time with yourself doing this. So do this mirror work in private so that you aren't disturbed or feel the need to keep your guard up. That's very important. The fourth principle is to understand that it's okay to feel emotional. Let yourself feel whatever comes up. Allow yourself to feel what you're going to feel. If you feel happy, cool. If you don't feel so happy, you feel upset about what you're sharing because something got brought up as you were sharing one of your affirmations, like for example, one of them that I shared yesterday was that I am enough. That was an affirmation that I shared yesterday. For some people, they've been experiencing things in relationships, dynamics with their family, friends, or intimate partners where they may not have felt like they were enough. And so to share that affirmation may be difficult or challenging for them because they feel like in those situations or those relationships, they are not enough. And so that may cause them to feel upset. But it's also a relief to know that when you're reassuring yourself that you are enough, it is a powerful thing. It does something to you. It begins a transformation within your psyche and within yourself, within your spirit, to know that you are, because you begin to believe it, because it is true that you are enough. These affirmations that you share with yourself, again, are to be authentic to you, and for you to also understand that these are true statements that you're making about yourself. So that's the fourth one. The fourth principle is to understand that it's okay to feel emotional and let yourself feel whatever comes up. The fifth one is to keep a journal where you record any notable experiences. You want to jot down anything that you notice. If you feel silly doing it the first couple times, you feel me, first couple days like I did, you feel me, when I was sharing and looking myself in the mirror, when I'm like actually like looking myself in the mirror, but I'm looking away. I had not noticed that I was looking away at myself, or even like when I have conversations with people that I'm looking away and having a conversation with you, but I'm looking off to the side, but I'm talking to the person and they're right here. You'll be surprised at how many people may do that, and then how difficult or challenging it is for people to have conversations when it's just eye to eye contact, and they might feel awkward doing it. But in actuality, having eye contact with a person lets you know how sincere, genuine, and serious you are about the things that you're sharing with them, purely based off the eye contact that you're making with them. And it starts with you. So that's why I say make eye contact with yourself. And I feel like this, the journaling portion of it is important too, because you want to note anything regarding how you're visibly looking at yourself or not looking at yourself, or how you're feeling and stuff like that in those notable experiences, so that way you can reflect on that journey, reflect on those days that go by when you're like, oh, today I wasn't really looking at myself, or it was challenging to be able to look at myself and say these affirmations to myself today. And then maybe 10 days from then you looking at yourself and you having more confidence and more, you having way more energy and hype behind what you're saying to yourself. And then you're like, wait, I had a whole lot of confidence when I shared this, or I'm actually making a whole lot of eye contact with myself. I believe this and I feel this, and this is, hold on. And then you start to feel something. It's definitely an internal thing. So steps, I'm gonna give y'all 5 steps on how to practice this method of mirror work. And that the first step is to commit yourself. Deep changes occur when this is done consistently over a long period of time. Again, like I said earlier, just not too long ago, as you continue to do this, when you start off, it may be a little bit challenging to look yourself in the mirror, have that eye contact, and share some of the things, the affirmations that you're going to share with yourself, and actually believe those things, because of the conditioning that we may have previously been through in life via the dynamics and relationships that we've had with different people in different settings. But over time, consistently doing this, you will notice a change within yourself over a course of time. I'm not going to promise you and say that it's going to happen tomorrow, next week, or the next month. But that's the point of you taking the documentation and noting these things as they happen, because you'll notice the change. Because I'm not going to be there with you when you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be there with myself when I'm doing it. And then I'll be able to notice any changes that may occur as I go through these, this journey, as I go dive deeper into this journey. So first step is to commit yourself. Second step is to think about the best time of day for you. Thinking about the best time of day for you. What works best for you is what works best for you. If the morning works best for you, what's up, gorgeous? If morning time works best for you, then cool. If afternoon works best for you, like right now, cool. If the evening right before you go to sleep works best, cool. Whatever time works best for you. Because this is self-work. Self-work is the best work. Self-love is the best love. So you want to go ahead and commit yourself to a time and stay consistent with that time. So, you know, even if it's not necessarily the same exact time, I'm not going to say, all right, every day at 9 a.m., do it like this. I'm just saying if it's in the morning time, try to stay consistent with that. Try to hold yourself accountable and maintain that consistency of doing it every morning, if that's what you want to do, or every afternoon, or every evening before you get ready to go to sleep, or whatever the case is. However you end up choosing, whatever part of the day you end up choosing, just try to maintain a consistency with that. The fourth step is to repeat your affirmation with feeling at least 10 times. At least 10 times. I would encourage you to do it more than 10 times out loud, because I feel like when you hear it and you see yourself, and you'll be able to feel it more. You can say it to yourself in your head, but I personally feel like when I say it to myself out loud, when I share these affirmations, when I share my affirmations with myself out loud, look at myself in the mirror, I feel like it does something more than me saying it to myself in my head, just looking at myself. In fact, I actually feel a little silly. And it's not to say it's anything wrong with that for anybody who does. I'm just saying for me personally, in my experience so far, I just feel like it's more effective for me to share my affirmations out loud and hear myself say what I'm saying to myself, and then actually process what I'm saying to myself as I'm looking myself in my eyes. So repeat the affirmation to yourself with feeling at least 10 times, at least 10 times a day for 5 minutes at a time. What's poppin', Nelly? And so be sincere and look yourself in the eyes, as I mentioned before. You want to definitely do that as you're embarking on this journey and practicing this method of mirror work. It's important to repeat your affirmations 10 times, looking yourself in the mirror for at least 5 minutes, and then being sincere with yourself. The fifth step is to embrace any emotions that arise. You're going to probably feel some way. Like I said before, with one of the affirmations that I shared yesterday, as far as being enough, I got a lot of feedback from some people talking about how they were in different relationships, interactions, and dynamics with people from their friends, families, and loved ones, where they were in situations where they didn't feel like they were enough. And sharing that with themselves, affirming themselves of them being enough, actually made them feel a little discomfort, which is fine. You feel me? It's perfectly fine to feel a little discomfort at first, because you probably didn't feel like you were enough in some of those situations that you were in with those different relationships and dynamics with those people. But the point of sharing that affirmation is to confirm and reassure yourself that you are enough, and to know and believe that you are enough. And so, again, that goes back to noting those changes, and again, just looking at yourself in the mirror and then embracing whatever feelings or emotions that you have that arise. So if you feel upset, or you feel like it's a little uncomfortable for yourself, embrace that, because it's gonna get better. You feel me? Just like any journey that you embark on, any challenge or any goal that we go after, it starts off a little challenging, and then it gets a little bit easier as we progress ourselves through, as we push through. There's always gonna be obstacles, but we gotta continue to push through. And so that's the fifth step. And then just a side note for my fellas, again, I wanted to share this because a lot of us men, we are conditioned to perceive being stoic as a true measure of manliness. We tend to believe that being stoic and not showing any type of emotion is a sign of being, I'm the man, you feel me? I don't show no emotion and shit like that. Which in actuality, you are actually displaying emotional distance, and you're repressing yourself from the emotions that you may truly be feeling, and that will be displayed and show within relationships that you have with women, family, and friends. It's gonna happen. I can attest to it. I can attest to that. Again, I feel like we're all walking testimonies, and I'm just sharing with you that I can attest to feeling like, or being conditioned to believe that being stoic is a sign of being the highest level of manliness, when in actuality I was being very much emotionally distant to not just the women that I were going out with, but my friends and my family. So I just want to have that side note for my other fellas to know that there's no courage in avoiding how you feel. Allow yourself to feel, and feel those emotions. You feel me? You'll be stronger and feel a sense of freedom when you do so. So do that. And so, with that being said, I appreciate y'all chiming in this far into it. We're going to get right into the 5 affirmations that I'm going to share with y'all for today. I shared 5 yesterday. Again, y'all can go ahead and visit my last Instagram TV live from yesterday. And I also shared it on my on my YouTube page, RJ the Poet. You can check me out there as well. And subscribe, like, and comment. I would appreciate that too. And then so the next 5 affirmations that I'm going to share with y'all for today are also intentional. These 5 affirmations I'm going to share with you are all of them that I write are very intentional. They resonate with me. But if any of them resonate with you, I want you to feel free to take them. Take them for yourself, embrace them, and share them with yourself. Practice, like I said, practice is going to make you better. So don't be afraid to take any of the affirmations that I share with you today and apply them to your own life as you embark on this journey if you so choose. The power of choice is real. So the first one, I am grounded. I am grounded. I am grounded. I feel like this is an important affirmation to share, and especially one to start off with, because a lot of us, what I learned through meditation is that our thoughts tend to run all over the place. We are all scatterbrained to some extent because we have a lot of different things going on in our lives, and we tend to get derailed or sidetracked from a number of different things going on in our life. But when you meditate, what I learned is that in order to recenter yourself, you take that time to ground yourself. And so this affirmation here, like I said before, the first one is to say that I am grounded. I know y'all can't say it with me, but again, if this resonates with you, take it for yourself and use it. I am grounded. This is an affirmation that will center you. This is an affirmation that will bring you back to where you need to be when it comes to putting the first thing first, keeping the main thing at hand, keeping the main thing, and not being spread all over the place. The second affirmation. I am the author of my life story. I am the author of my life story. I am the author of my life story. We are all the authors of our life stories. We are all writing, documenting through our minds, and if you are physically writing, our life story. Now, whether you believe that we live multiple different lives and have different life experiences after this lifetime is your business. I totally respect that. But in that same breath, I want you to understand this. This experience that you're having right now is going to be completely different from the experience that you may have later. You know, we may live through our kids, you know what I'm saying? So, or we may live through our nephews, nieces, cousins, sisters, brothers, or whatever. But this vessel that you're in right now, you have the complete and utter control and power to write your life story. And so, with that being said, you have the power to control how you want your story to go, how you want it to end, how you want it to continue. I believe that we are all the protagonists of our stories. And in every story, the protagonist tends to have a happy ending based off of how the author writes it out, you know? And as you being the author of your story, you are the protagonist of your story. Excuse me. So as the protagonist and author of your story, it's important to ask yourself, how do you want your story to end? How do you want people to remember you when you pass on to the next lifetime? You have the power to choose. I am the author of my life story. The third affirmation. I am committed to my well-being. I am committed to my well-being. I am committed. Committed. That's the key word right there. Committed to my well-being. It's important to be committed, especially to your well-being, because again, a lot of us are givers. A lot of us like to give to a lot of other people because we want other people to succeed. We want other people to feel good. We want other people to be okay. And in doing that, we're pouring from a cup that we all have, and eventually have an empty cup, and then we eventually end up trying to pour from an empty cup. And in doing so, we tend to not be so well. So I feel like this, in addition to the other affirmations that I shared, these are all interconnected. I'm committed to my well-being. This will ground you. This affirmation will remind you that it's important to be a little selfish with yourself, to prioritize yourself for the betterment of yourself, to commit yourself to be the best you can be. I am committed to being the best me I can be, mind, body, and spirit, physically, spiritually, and financially. To be rich in spirit, be rich in mind, be rich in physicality, and rich in wealth. You feel me? So I'm committed to my well-being. Fourth affirmation for today is I am an active participant in my healing process. I am an active participant in my healing process. I am an active participant in my healing process. As you continue on this journey through this prolonged process, you will heal. And it's important as you continue down this journey, out down this path, to not just commit yourself, but to be an active participant. You can't just sit back and relax and just expect everything to be okay just because you said a couple affirmations today and didn't put any action behind it, or that you said a prayer and then you just sat on your ass and you didn't do nothing. It's important to be an active participant of your healing process. This takes time. Not a lot of time, but it takes time. 5 minutes a day, 10 times in the mirror, eye contact, looking at yourself and telling yourself that you got this, and sharing any of the affirmations that you feel that resonate with you, or creating your own and sharing them with yourself. Number 4 is I am an active participant in my healing process. Question that arose: what about when you feel it's harder to heal and you can't find ways to heal? Times when you feel like it's hard to heal and you don't feel like there's ways you can heal, are times when you feel like, I feel like those are times where you need to reflect and show gratitude for the things that you have. It's important to show gratitude because that's also part of your healing process. Be thankful for your health. Be thankful for the fact that you're alive. Be thankful for the fact that you have a roof over your head, that you're able to eat. We all understand and know that there are people out here that are much less fortunate than ourselves. And so when you feel like it's a tough or challenging for you at a particular time to heal from certain situations, I feel like it's an important time to reflect and show gratitude for the things that you do have and the strength that you have in doing so, because it all starts with your awareness. So I hope that answered your question to the best of my abilities. Like I said, I ain't no guru at this, but I'm just going off of life experience, so I hope that really answered your question. So the 5th affirmation before we close out is a good one, of course, another good one. And it is, money is easy to make because money is attracted to me. Money is easy to make because money is attracted to me. I gotta say that one more time because I felt good saying that. Money is easy to make because money is attracted to me. The reason why I feel so good saying that is because a lot of us tend, and I'm so hype about this, because a lot of us tend to chase money. We are chasing money. Money ain't got no legs. Money has no legs. It's not running away from you, so there's no need to chase money. Money is going to come to you. Several different opportunities, various opportunities and ways for you to accumulate and attract money to you in ways that you may not even be paying attention to. Take a sit back and just think. Ground yourself. And ask yourself, how is it that I can attract this money to me? I'm not saying stop your day job. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying you don't have to chase something that doesn't have legs. You don't have to chase money because money is attracted to you. And you will continue to attract money. It's going to come. Just stick to your purpose. Stick to what is authentic and true to you. Stick to your morals. Stick to your code. So I'm going to share that one more time. Money is easy as fuck. Money is easy as fuck to make because money is attracted to me. I want you to feel that in your soul. If you don't take nothing else that I share with you today, I want you to really understand and understand that you do not have to chase money because money is attracted to you in no matter what path of life, no matter what road in life you walk in. Money is attracted to you. Money make the world go round. So understand me when I say that money is easy to make, money is easy to earn because money is attracted to you. So just a quick rundown, recap, reset. I just shared with everybody the method of mirror work, the principles of mirror work, how it works, steps on how you can practice mirror work, and then I shared my 5 affirmations for today. The 5 affirmations shared today were: I am grounded, I am the author of my life story, I am committed to my well-being, I am an active participant in my healing, and money is easy to make because money is attracted to me. And in those affirmations, I shared how they resonated with me and why I wrote those down. And I hope that any and all of them may have resonated with you to some extent. If you found this helpful or beneficial to you in any way, shape, fashion, or form, if this moved you in any way, shape, fashion, or form, feel free to share this with somebody, share this with a loved one. Drop some feedback for me. Hit me in the DMs. Let me know how you felt about this. I greatly appreciate the feedback. I'm always taking notes because, as I said before, I'm not a guru at this. I'm just learning, and I'm on the same journey as anybody else. So, that being said, I love y'all. I want y'all to have a blessed day. Continue to make this day your bitch. Beautifully insightful, then change history on this wonderful Black History Day during Black History Month. And I'll see y'all tomorrow with another 5 affirmations and an explanation on what this mirror work is all about. I love y'all. Tap in later. Peace.